in the pits. It looks like they're going 4 wide to 5 wide, but they're side by side. Connor is sideways, absolutely sideways in the last few corners. Oh, but he's up in the gravel and he spins. Rob has made a bit of a dive. It actually hits teammate Craig, and so they've all got stuck in the gravel. And Joe gets the switch back. That's fantastic racing. Look at that. Contact, but it's Robbins racing. Joe McCall takes his first ever win just ahead of Connor. A fantastic race. He's going to take 6th, or is it? Oh, he just gets him. And is Darren going to take it? No, he doesn't. Mark Nichol takes the race. Josh is the Independence champion for Season 3. Craig Kellett is your Season 3 winner and champion. Hello and welcome to the Renault Megane Trophy Cup One Make Series, the support series for the KTTC Touring Car Championship. My name is Tom, and as always I'll be your commentator, and we welcome you here to round 5 at Bathurst Mount Panorama in Australia, known for its Australian V8 supercars. So let's have a look, see who's entered into the race and find out who is on pole position. It's just a 7-car grid then, being the smallest grid we've had for the Renault Megane Cup Series, with Elliott Racing represented by Rob and Craig, Tom and Kieran representing KTTC, Darren and Harry representing Team Redeem, and of course Joe McCall is the only one of the rest of the teams. So let's have a look and find out who is on pole. Joe McCall is on pole position then in the bright green and black Monster Energy livery next to Kieran Thomas in the black and gold. Row 2 is Rob Pellett and Craig Kellett, who have continuously fought at the front throughout this series. Row 3 is Tom Foster in the STP livery next to Harry Cook in the stealthy black and purple livery, and at the back on his own is Darren Parker, who is the championship title leader so far. Okay then, here we go. It's the halfway point of the season for the Renault Meganes, and Joe McCall is on the front row of the grid next to Kieran Thomas, and away they go. It's an even start for the cars as they go into the first few corners. So Joe is side by side with Kieran, but Joe is sideways, but just manages to regain it, but is slow on the exit, so that's going to allow Rob with Craig, and it looks like Harry Cook is coming up quick on the side as well to get up on the backside of Joe McCall, but he's looking very, very quick here and has managed to get aside Kieran, and on the inside on the next corner Rob looking for a little dive there, but doesn't quite make it. So Joe McCall continues to lead then for the first few corners then, and Kieran is very, very close behind him, and then behind them is Harry and Rob, who are side by side as they go around this next corner with the wall side by side them. It's proving to be quite tight for space. But Harry Cook just about manages to get ahead of Craig then, with Rob doing well up in third, and Rob looking really racy on the back end of Kieran, and that's a touch on the wall from Harry. So Tom down in 6th and Darren at the back, and that is Kieran, who is off the circuit. He's in the gravel, in the dirt, and has allowed Rob to get into 2nd then. So Rob moving up very quickly, Kieran sideways, and Tom now ahead of Craig. So Tom on the back of Harry, can he get, well, I was going to say looking like he wanted to get to the side of Harry, but he knows that's a dangerous thing to do. So Tom looking racy here as well. But Craig has got on down the side of Tom, and he's got a really good exit on the corner, so Tom is pushed back down to 6th, and Darren is patiently waiting at the back here. So Darren so far not made much progress. Back up at the front then, and it's Joe McCall and Rob Pellett fighting for the lead of the race, and Rob, he always looked like he was going to go for it, and he doesn't, so he stays behind Joe then. Joe running a little bit wide there, but on to lap 2. Could Joe McCall get his first win of the season in the Renaults here, or will Rob stop him in his tracks? And Joe McCall up in the air, lots of lag. So Kieran is a fair bit behind Rob now, and is under threat from Harry, with Craig behind him, Tom behind him, and Darren at the back. So it's all pretty much everyone else with Kieran here, and the two up the front of Rob and Joe. Let's go aboard with Craig, because Craig is looking very, very aggressive towards the back of Harry, and Harry is looking for every bit of space to the side of Kieran, and Harry is really struggling to stay behind Kieran. And Kieran potentially a little bit slow here, as he is stopping from Harry from getting past him, and Harry's looking for every bit of space, frustrated that he can't get past him this particular point of the circuit. Oh, but Harry loses it. Harry's in the wall. So Harry loses it, and he's now side by side with Craig, and so the two of them need to sort themselves out so that they can get through there without causing trouble, as Tom and Darren are very close there as well. So Darren's still waiting at the back, waiting for someone to make a mistake. So Rob Pellet now leading this race, and he is dominating this race after Joe McCall has dropped off a little bit here. So Rob gets the job done, and as we've seen, Rob is on fire in the Renaults. So the 5-pack here on board with Craig, and he's trying to get past Kieran, so Kieran is holding up everyone. Darren goes on the grass, makes a big mistake. And yeah, as I say, Craig gets a great overtaking, is on the inside now then, so Craig making some progress up to 3rd position then, and he is released from Kieran on board of Harry. And Joe McCall still not letting Rob get away. Rob was a fair bit ahead of Joe in the end, and looked like he was actually making headway into a comfortable lead, but Joe has come back, and so Joe is on form here in the Renault and looking like he wants to put a fight up for the lead. Of course, Joe McCall got that 2nd position in Dragon Trail after the chaos that happened with Alex McCready and Darren, but Alex is not going to come back. Oh, that's a big mistake there from Joe, and he gets away with it as he nearly makes contact with the wall, but it's unsettled him and down, and he's all over the place coming through the mountain section. Manages to regain it. Craig has got ahead of Kieran now, so Craig has got some fresh air, and Tom is now putting the pressure on Kieran. Darren's up to 6th, and Harry Cook is down to 7th after that mistake he made earlier. Can Darren catch up? So Harry is really far down, so we will look at find out what happened to Harry, because he's dramatically behind now and he's got lots of catching up. And so this is not the first time that Harry's made a mistake in the Renaults. As Dragon Trail, he spun out, so a few mistakes from Harry, and he will be frustrated. So we have some footage here of Harry in 6th position, and yeah, I think he loses it. Look, spins out as he's going down the mountain section, hits the wall, and so he's going to struggle to get the car facing the right way. Let's go on board with Harry, find out what happened. Tom and Kieran go wide on the grass, but Harry, it's that first left-hander, he's over-corrected it, left, right, and that's what's happened. Let's watch it from Darren's point of view, as he saw it firsthand right in front of him, and he actually did well to avoid Harry's car. Yeah, very lucky. So Rob has gapped again ahead of Joe, and so leading nice and comfortably here. And actually it's now Craig who is on the back of Joe, so Joe is under pressure from Craig for second. Notice that Craig has got a special edition livery for Bathurst here, and has now updated the plain blue livery to a two-tone blue and purple, which shines in the particular sunlight, and so will change its shade as the light shines on it. Look at this three-way fight between Kieran, Darren and Tom. So Darren's got ahead of Tom. Tom is just struggling to keep up with him here, as Darren and Kieran are battling. And Kieran makes a mistake, and he's in the grass. He just holds on, and Kieran all over the place. No, he's in the wall. So Kieran Thomas is in the wall. He's made a massive mistake, and this is going to be really hard for him to get back facing the right way. And actually he's going to be under threat from Harry, so Harry and Kieran can have a battle at the back after that incident. So on board with Darren, who was just behind Kieran. As you can see there, it's just hit the grass there, and I don't know if that's unsettled him into the next corner, as he's just got it completely wrong. Up at the front then, and look who it is, Craig and Rob. We've seen this many times here for the Renaults, and Craig is on fire. And notice the difference that Rob, how far he was ahead of Joe McCall, and how much progress Craig has made now. Really settled in with the Renault. So Craig just gets past Rob really easily. Rob puts up a great fight, defends hard, but it's not to be. And actually the Joe McCall was caught back up again, so that could be interesting for the podium. And Darren is now comfortably ahead of Tom. Tom is in 5th position, so further down Harry's actually ahead of Kieran. So the two will fight out for that last position. So of course Rob is not letting Craig get away with this. He wants that win. But Craig is defending hard. Rob is really pushing here. Oh, nearly a little bit of a mistake there. Nearly. Oh, Joe McCall also gets it wrong. It goes into the wall. So So it's spread out a little bit here now. Craig is still leading, Rob is second, Joe is third, Darren is fourth, Tom is fifth. And then Harry and Kieran still having a bit of a tussle for 6th and 7th. And Harry makes another mistake. He's made a mistake. Harry is... Wow, that was super close from Kieran, who did well to evade the stricken car of Harry there. Into the really fast right-hander here, full throttle, and a tail of the late breakers to see who can get the job done. And both of them hold off as Harry's looking to see if he can get past Kieran here. Of course, 6th and 7th is still a good result if you compare it to being a full grid, but no one wants to be last. Harry is pushing Kieran now, and Kieran is defending hard. So Rob is trying to keep up with Craig to see if he can still put a fight in for the win, and he will most definitely not want to lose Craig into the distance. Oh, massive mistake from Rob. He gets it wrong. Oh my God, he is spun out, he's hit the wall, and he's really lucky to hit the wall to push the car into the face in the right direction, and that's allowed Joe and Darren, who are really close, and oh my God, they were so close to hitting Rob after Rob was really slow. So Rob gets away with that in 3rd position, and because Joe and Darren slowed down, it's allowed Tom to catch up now as well. So a massive accident from Rob there. So we can have another little look at the replay and find out really what happened, because he just lost it. Let's watch Rob then as he oh, it just wow, it just snapped on him. Interestingly, let's see Joe here, who's got the yellow flags waving. You can see Rob, and then he's just straight into the back of him. So Kieran, oh, is that Harry again? So Harry is really struggling here. He is struggling to keep the car in a straight line. Oh look, Harry is all over the place. So Harry not having a good race here. So Craig is loving life up the front, and he has all the space to himself, and he's just got to keep the car in a straight line for the next few laps to take that win, as it's all kicked off further down. So Tom is up to 3rd, Darren now down to 4th, Rob further. So Rob made another mistake, as Rob is dropped back dramatically again. So wow, we can have a look and find out, but yeah, Craig leading by some distance, as everything else is kicking off back here. So Tom and Joe McCall now really having a great battle, and Tom has promoted from near the back in 6th up to 3rd, nearly 2nd here, as everyone else is dropping off. Darren's being coming with him, and Joe now under threat from Tom. Tom on the inside, and doesn't quite get the overtake done, and that's actually put him under threat from Darren now. Darren has gone up on the inside. There is Rob. So Rob could potentially catch up here. Things start kicking off between these three. Whoa. Is that an overtake from Tom? I think that was. Darren went in the wall, but wow, that was interesting to watch. I think Tom is slowing down. Whoa, and nearly loses it. Yeah, I think Tom's might slow down. I think he's let Darren past. So that's allowed Rob to get on the back of Tom then. Oh, contact from Rob. He hits Tom, and Tom gets away with it and manages to get the car going in the corner bit. So really slow exit. Bit of a push from Rob then. Kieran and Harry are back together again, so somehow these two are together, drifting around a corner. And Joe has got some space now, and is wanting to hold on at least a second. Oh, but he runs wide. That's a slow out there. Darren could put him under threat here. Tom and Rob. Look at that, he's still really close. And it looks like Rob's got the overtake done. but not quite. Tom's just about holding on here. No, Rob has got it. So Rob is up to 4th then. Rob is salvaging the damage after a couple of offs, and another scenario of what if for Rob in the Renaults. It's real strengths, but the results just haven't quite shown it, as he's had potential wins snatched away from him. But no doubt he will fight on for the late part of the season to see if he can get at least a win and some more good results. Whoa, Craig and making mistakes even on his own. So Darren and Joe then. Oh, Joe sideways. He's very loose-ended around these sections. Is he under pressure from Darren, knowing how quick Darren is? And Tom wanting a piece of this. So the two now next to each other as they go through to the fast right-hander, and Darren gets the job done even before the next left-hander. Joe is going to try and get to him, and there's a bit of a touch, and no, he spun him. So Darren spins out, he's in the grass. Joe makes the mistake, there was contact. Darren's got to try and get back on the circuit, and I think that's Joe who's also, yeah, so Joe's not facing the right way as well. It's all kicked off between Joe and Darren here, and things go from chaotic to even worse in this Renault Megane race. So it's all changed again. So Rob up to 2nd, back up there. I mean, he's going to be too far away from Craig, but wow. So Tom in 3rd, Rob in 2nd. So Tom, can he on this last lap catch up with Rob to see if he can get past him? So Darren is in 4th and Joe's down to 5th, so no doubt they will look at that to review it. And Kieran on the grass. What's happened with Kieran? So Kieran, I think, has got a... Yeah, Kieran and Harry seem to have some issues here. So Craig has no idea what is all happening behind him, with the track completely clear in front of him and behind him. Let's watch this more in detail then on board with Joe McCall. Darren gets the overtake done, and then Joe looks up on the inside. The move isn't quite on, he's pushed him, and it's just made Darren slide out. And then he's tried to get away and made his own mistake as well. So it's all spread out a little bit now, and as things have settled down, so yeah, very interesting stuff in this race that will be looked at. And Craig, as we follow him down to the last right-hander, fast right-hander of the lap. So here comes Craig then for one last time. The 90-degree left-hander over towards the line. Craig Kellett wins round 5 of the Renault Megane One Make Series. A really dominant and comfortable win for Craig, and well earned after things get a little bit messy behind him. Rob will be happy with the 2nd. Wanted the win, but got lucky and gets 2nd. Tom will also be happy with a first podium of the One Make Series. Darren gets 4th, but won't be happy after the incident with Joe McCall, who gets 5th. And then much further down is Kieran and Harry. Here comes Kieran to take 6th position, and Harry's horrendous race. Oh no, he's in the pits. I think he's going in the pits to finish. Yeah, Harry's in the pits, but he will qualify for 7th. Craig gets a dominant win then with Rob in 2nd. Tom gets 3rd with Darren in 4th. Joe McCall was 5th with Kieran in 6th and Harry in 7th. What this means for the actual championship standings for the halfway point then, Craig Kellett takes the lead of the championship by 4 points. He's now on 80 with Darren on 76. Rob not too far behind with 69, and there's a bit of a gap then between them and Tom in 4th with 50. Harry on 44, with Gary on 40. Stephen Heath still on 39 with Joe Burrows after they don't race, and then Kieran still down in 10th with 35 points. Thank you very much for joining us here at Bathurst for round 5 of season 4 for the KTTC touring cars in Group A. Join us next time for round 6, which will be at the Red Bull Ring in about a week's time.